Hello, this is Tom Stewart and Andrea Hill. We're going to create a video here to demonstrate the sway test. I have other videos on the use of muscle testing and dowsing and use of the pendulum and things like that, but we're going to specifically talk about and demonstrate the sway test. I wanted to read something to you to start with, just to remind you of what your body will be doing as you engage the sway test. This is from The Way of Mastery. It goes like this. And yet, with a relaxed body and a soft breath and a non-grasping mind, be you, therefore, like a sponge that allows the raindrops to be absorbed into the self. And that is all. Knowledge is not a cognitive struggle. It is not the arranging of ideas in some order that satisfies the thinking mind. Knowledge is the receiving of a vibration that begins to soften the soil of the heart and dissolves the root of fear from your being. Knowledge is that which is the result of the transformation of the garden that you have been given and entrusted with, the field of mind that is you. And that mind pervades the body. It pervades the space around you and melds and dances with other infinite webs of relationship called other minds. Energy dancing into energy, unlimited, forever, out of which all things of time are birthed and pass away. So in doing the sway test, you're actually connecting to your body in this moment, and you're not trying to ask questions about the future time or a past time, but grounding in this present moment. So taking some deep breaths and being present in your body and allowing your body to move and shift in the way that it needs to give a clear answer. So asking clear questions in the present tense is really important. Your frame of reference is really important too. So asking those questions so that your body will respond as it needs to. So the sway test works. An affirmative or yes answer usually has your body going forward, and a non-affirmative or negative answer has your body moving back. And plants and children and dogs and things like that do that as they move towards things that feel safe or are affirmed. And the non-affirming things, children, dogs, usually back away and remove themselves from that. So even any human, we know what it's like to recoil and move away from something that we don't feel comfortable with and to move towards something that we find of value. So it's pretty simple. You just have to make sure that you are in the present moment, coming into the place of not knowing, being open for any answer without any kind of thought or expectation, allowing your mind to be empty and just in trusting your body to move forward or backwards based on the question. So, and Andrea is really good at this, so that she's here to demonstrate this. So, you want to start? So, how do you explain how you do the sway test? How is it something you add to your counseling practice?
How do I use it?
Yes.
I use it when I do energy psychology interventions to find out from people's subconscious minds what they really believe about something. And so I usually use it as what is that called? Surrogate. I
Mm.
usually do surrogate testing for my clients, although I teach them all how to use the sway test. Oftentimes it's faster for me to do it for them, so they have a seat and I ask the questions, and I'm asking their bodies about it, their subconscious minds. So the protocol that I learned was you send the question down into your body and then feel um, the sway happen forward or backward. So when I'm doing it for another client, I start by asking, by saying, my name is their name. And at first, I'll go backwards because that's not my name. But then I am connecting with them. I'm thinking about them, about helping them, about gratitude for them, and I'm swaying forward on their name. So my name is Tom. my name is Tom. Okay,
Oh,
I'm
she's being.
connected with Tom, so I can ask
You'll
questions.
need to get out of that later. It's not fun. It's really weird. Okay, so why don't you? Okay, can ask a question? I mean, how do you want to do this? You want to ask a question on my behalf or your behalf, or
Whatever you want.
let's do I don't know, something is e easy. I noticed you brought some bananas today. You must have felt like eating a banana for
Yes.
lunch. Why don't you just ask that question? Would a banana be nutritious for your lunch today?
Yeah. All right. So I'm being me now, not
Yeah,
you.
go
So
ahead and be you.
my name is Andrea. Um, would a banana be a good food for me for lunch today? Oh, shoot.
Oh no,
Not the wrong food.
maybe tomorrow. I'll just leave them, put
But
them
I've
in the
also
fridge.
brought apples.
You brought an apple?
Would an apple be good for me today?
Oh,
Okay.
good. You're gonna eat an
Yeah.
apple. How
Apple
about
today.
sun butter?
I don't have any sun butter
No, I
today.
thought you said you
I
did.
have almond butter.
Almond butter.
All
Okay.
right. Can I add some almond butter to my apple? Would that be good for me today? No, I guess I'm just having an apple today.
Gosh, you're going to be hungry by the afternoon. So let's just pretend that we're going to use that form that I put together called determining direction for an energy healing session, and there are 40 items on there. Let's ask on your behalf if there's one that is priority for you to employ today and one of
Okay.
these processes. So there's 40 options. So
Okay.
how would you go about finding the one number that's priority for you right now?
Okay. First, I would ask, is one of those 40 things a priority for me to work on today? I got a yes.
Okay.
So, and
You
I
see
would
how her
ask,
body went forward? Hopefully you can see that.
yeah. Is it one of the, I usually close my eyes just to focus better on sending the question into my body and not overthinking it or thinking about something else I'm looking at. So then I would ask, is it one of the first 10? No. Is it one of the second 10? No. Is it one of the third 10? Yes, it is. So that would be between 20 and
The, fir-
30.
the, yeah, you're right.
Between 20 and 30, if you can do the math.
I usually
So
do 1 through 20 and 21 to 40, so you're doing by tens, but that's
yeah,
okay.
yeah. You can do it any way you want. You can get tricky or not so tricky, but make sure that your mind and your body are on board. If you're thinking two different things,
Hmm.
then you're going to get messed up. But so is it between 21 and 25? Yes, it is. Is it 21, 20? Is it 21, 22? Number 22.
Okay. I'll look that up later. But that was just a
Okay.
demo. You get to figure that. We'll figure that out later
Something
for
for me to
you.
work on.
Yeah, but you get the idea. She's just asking questions and her body either goes forward or backwards. And so basically what I learned is to kind of loosely have your feet on the ground
About
and
hip width apart.
yeah, hip width apart. And we do this anyway when we stand. I don't know if you notice, just people kind of sway anyway, but usually back and forth. But get into a habit of seeing how your body goes one way or the other, forward or back, and then even ask questions. You could say something as simple as your name or another person's name. So hopefully you go forward with your name and backwards with another person's name. You could think of something that you like, think of something you don't like, think of something that think of a memory that was a beautiful, nice memory, or one that was maybe even traumatic. You can do a traumatic memory or something that was uncomfortable, and your body will hopefully go back. But practice that every day. That's how simple the sway test is. There's not much to it. So it just takes practice with your body and knowing what your body is doing and trusting your body because the body um, doesn't lie. It doesn't lie at all. But we have to learn how to trust it so as it reveals any answers. Any other final thoughts?
Um, be well hydrated before muscle testing. Um, if you get a weird sway, some people start out kind of going more sideways or something, you can ask to straighten that out or just, have the intention or even start out by saying, show me a yes, show me a no. And usually, if just you have a really strong yes in your mind, you'll naturally go forward. And then if it's a little bit sideways, try to say, well, I want to go straight forward on yes. So I think that's kind of similar to when you're using a pendulum. You ask to see a clear yes and a clear no. And then sometimes there are sort of, it feels very faint, and then you may need to clarify the question or take a walk, drink some water, and try again.
Yep. Well, that's it. And if you have any other questions or comments, I'll leave our contact information below the video. So thanks for listening, and I hope the best for you. Bye-bye for now.